My audience is bigger than you. My audience is more loyal than the idiots that follow your sites. We will talk about Soros whenever we damn well please and his network of people. Why does that matter? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the report from the Transition Integrity Project saying this is going to be a street fight, whose conclusions have been echoed by the Washington Post, that again is not being openly trashed in the media as recommending a coup, but is being celebrated, this report. There's someone behind this report that has some really interesting connections. So before I get to screenshot number 3 in the coming coup, I want to go to another article that talks about the Transition Integrity Project. That is another must read in the show notes today. Revolver, September 4th, 2020. Transition Integrity Project. Is this Soros-linked group plotting a color revolution against President Trump? What? A color revolution? With the orange revolution, the green revolution, isn't that the kind of stuff that our intelligence operatives and our military use overseas to destabilize unfriendly regimes? Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Joe, a color revolution against Trump. Are we allowed to do that here? Intel, military people? Military. Oh my gosh, Dan, now you're really talking conspiracy theories. I am. Don't worry, I've got receipts later. Former military people using the exact same tactics to destabilize other countries right here. Surely that's illegal. Not only is it not illegal, it's celebrated by the Washington Post and others. Weird. Let's look at this Revolver piece about who's behind this Transition Integrity Project report recommending a street fight, again, being celebrated by people out there who don't want an election. They want a, quote, street fight. Screenshot number 1 from this Revolver, please. Please read it in the show notes today. So what is the Transition Integrity Project? And what does it have to do with the color revolution against Trump? Here's how friendly media outlets represent the Transition Integrity Project and its agenda. Quote, this is from Newsweek, leftist radicals. A bipartisan group of about 80 political operatives and academics has been involved in discussions about what could happen if President Trump were to lose the November election and then contest the results, potentially refusing to leave the White House. The Boston Globe reported on Sunday that the group of Democrats and Republicans, all of whom oppose the president, convened an online meeting to hash out scenarios as part of what has been called the Transition Integrity Project in June. Okay, this is fascinating. How Newsweek frames this Transition Integrity Project, preparing us all, Joe, for a street fight. Mm-hmm. They frame it, number 1, Joe, it's bipartisan. It's bipartisan. There's always some Republican lunatic they pull out of the weeds from like the Lenin Project, also known as the Lincoln Project. This guy's they don't believe in anything actually Republican. Probably Jennifer Rubin from the Washington Post, who advocates all day for liberal issues, but she's an alleged conservative. Seems kind of weird, doesn't it? It's definitely a bipartisan group, number 1. And notice how they frame it that, no, when Trump loses, we're just worried about him not leaving the White House. So if you're reading this again, remember the conspiracy. The first goal of the conspiracy is never talk about the conspiracy. So it's not a conspiracy to remove Trump from the White House if he wins. It's a conspiracy it's a non-conspiracy just to get Trump out if he loses and doesn't want to leave. That's not what, let me be crystal clear, that's not what this is about. Mm-hmm. Follow me, Joe. If Trump loses legitimately, trust me, he's going to leave the White House. 100%. That's not what this is. You don't need a Transition Integrity Project for that. This is only the Transition Integrity Project, a partisan. It's not bipartisan. The people, the Republicans involved, are not real Republicans. This is a partisan project to soften up the public for the coup coming if Trump wins. But notice again, they hide the conspiracy by blaming it on Trump. No, we're only here if he loses. If he loses, to get him out. That's what we're here for. Never talk about the conspiracy, number 1. Number 2, always blame it on Donald Trump. Genius. Malignant malfeasance. Genius.
You just heard Dan Bongino.